Some people come in. So, all right. All right. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another round of around 30 minutes. This is where I do a little interview, get to know some people in the community and all that stuff. And today I have another wonderful special guest. I got Ben. He is a Windcharger. I call him Windcharger Reviews. Really good dude. How you doing, man? Thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule.
Hey, Deluxe, how's it going? How's it going? Yeah. Hey, Transform. It's great to be on. I'm really honored to be on here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So everybody knows you're from Windcharger. So everybody, tell everybody where you're at and everything, and you are on the Chinese New Year's kind of break. So tell us. I would like to know what goes on over there. Like you said, a lot of stuff shuts down and everything. Does the whole everything just shut down?
Yeah, basically factories shut down for about a month. Most of the factories, from what I gathered, I'm not even know. I'm just an expat teacher in China, and
Hmm.
so I know that banks may shut down for about 2 weeks. So that's like you can't do any banking for about 2 weeks. That's ridiculous. But you can still do your online banking and all that stuff, right? But you just can't walk in. And a lot of stuff closed down except for the malls and the big cities, like Shanghai, Beijing.
Hmm.
They'll become like empty because all the folks will just go back to their hometowns. So yeah, it's a good time to visit the big cities if you're into that. But I
Hmm.
don't know if you eat a lot of the street food and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, you said the bank's closed for 2 weeks. So what do you? I mean, how do they? Do you have to? I got to get out money before everything closes and stuff,
yeah,
or
everyone's gotta just take money out or do your transactions if there's
okay.
anything that's special going on. But you can still go to the ATM.
Oh, gotcha.
Um,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Okay, cool. That's awesome. And everybody, you're in Malaysia right now. You are on break and everything with your family, all that stuff, correct?
yeah. I'm in with my wife's and her family,
Okay.
and we have not celebrated Chinese New Year with her since we got hitched about a few years ago. So it's great. Yeah, it's a great opportunity to just get to know them and hang out with them and stuff like that.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, cool. All right. Well, that is awesome. I just never known about Chinese New Year, but I didn't know that everything was. I know the third party stuff and all that stuff stopped. And then Transformers stops for a while, but I did not know that all the businesses on thing all closed and everything.
Yeah, I think the post office will close for about a week. I think. Yeah, but they'll get started pretty soon. I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not too
Cool.
sure because I don't really ship stuff out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, cool. Well, okay. So my first question is everyone knows you're a Transformer reviewer. So what do you collect any other lines, or are you just into Transformers?
Yeah, I'm just purely into Transformers. Um, I wasn't really aware of what Takara Tomy was about, I think, about 4 or 5 years ago. And, I just grew up with the Sunbow cartoons, right? And
Hmm.
then I saw the Transformers 2007 movie, and it was like, I don't recognize anybody except for maybe Optimus Prime and Bumblebee, because
Hmm.
everyone looked kind of like really radically different. And so I wasn't really much into Transformers even after the live action movie. But I remember one day, me and my wife was going out for window shopping. She wanted to buy video games. She's real into those action video games, and we were looking at it, and I saw this big box of MP5 in on the floor there. I was like, "What the heck is this?" He says Takara Tomy, right? And I didn't recognize what Takara Tomy is, and I was like looking at it and was like, this looks really familiar. This Megatron, it looks kind of like really cool, right? This
Hmm.
big, nice black box, but I didn't recognize it. I thought Takara Tomy was like a KO company because I always heard a lot of stuff about KO companies, doing G1 reissues and stuff like that. So after that, I just went on online, did a lot of googling, and I found out about the Masterpiece line. And it's like, man, this line really brings back memories. So yeah, I'm just real into that. I don't really collect a lot of other stuff because I just give myself a criteria.
Hmm.
Because I bought Combiner Wars, but I sold them off. I bought the Legends, I sold them off. I just didn't really want to go into that rabbit hole.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Cool. That's cool. I thought you may have gotten into other stuff and everything. So, but that's cool. If you love Transformers, hey, that's awesome and everything. So do you think that you will ever stop collecting? And do you think that like have you always collected anything as from as far as childhood to your teenage years to your adult life? Have you always collected stuff?
Uh, I, as a child, I did collect a lot of the G1, right? But I didn't get the season 1 characters because they were all sold out by then. There was hotcakes items, but I did get like things like Power Master Prime, and I did get a bit of the Constructicons. I did have a full Menasor. Yeah, I had a whole set of that. But after that, after I grew up as a teenager, I did buy some of the Tamiya model kits. You remember that? Yeah, I was really into cars and motorcycles, and so I just kind of stopped collecting Tamiya for, I guess, when I reached to my adulthood. When I went to college, I started doing collecting, and then I got on with my life, and then I only started collecting when I went to that store that one fine day. Yeah.
Cool. Oh, that's cool. So you found Masterpiece and just like, oh, this is what I remember as my childhood and everything. This is what it should have been when I was a kid.
Yeah, I mean, yes. When I was a child, I remember, man, I wish Optimus Prime had legs. You know what I mean? Power Master Optimus Prime, the thing was like a big brick, but it's like I can't move the legs. But now, you got third parties and official Masterpiece, and they are amazing pieces, man.
Exactly.
Really love them. Yeah.
Cool. All right, Cybertronian Talk. Big shout out to you guys. Thank you for coming in and watching us. You wanted me to shout them out, so I did. Cool. So, who is your favorite character and why?
Oh, well, for the Autobots, I gotta say it's Jazz. Jazz, he's a Porsche, and he has such a cool voice and accent, and he loves music. I love Jazz a lot. For the Decepticons, I gotta say Starscream, because I know you like Starscream, but I've always felt like Starscream should be the leader of, because he's a jet, right? He's much better than a freaking gun. He's much better than a truck. So I always thought that, Starscream would be a good leader. I really didn't know much about him being, and I love his voice, right? It's got such a unique voice, that Cobra Commander voice. It's really unique. Yeah, I love Starscream and I love Jazz. Yeah, really good.
Cool. That's awesome. That's good choices. That's really good choice. Okay. So, so everybody know you do reviews and everything, which I love the way you do your reviews. How did you come up with the concept of that? With the when you do the field test and everything and all that stuff. And so, what made you lean towards that kind of type of review? And how long have you been doing reviews?
Oh, not long. I've been doing it for about 2 years. I do have another YouTube channel, but I got bored with it and I started doing this. My other channel was nothing to do with reviews, but I watch a lot of the reviewers, and after moving to China, working, and I had a bit of time for myself, so I decided to dabble into this hobby. How I got this concept is by watching a lot of all these folks, wonderful folks. Doing reviews. They talk about paints, they talk about die cast, and I was just like, let me just do some British humor on this thing. Let's just make things really quick, because I do enjoy people talking about paint jobs and talking about die cast and all that stuff, but it takes too long for me to watch them say things about paint. So I decided to try to figure a way out to condense the info and kind of make it a thing, like every reviewer out there has their own thing. So I'll just make my own thing, taking hints and clues and inspiration from others.
Okay, cool. Yeah, like I said, I love the way that when the voice comes in, the robotic kind of female kind of voice that comes in. I like it.
I just cool. I just typed that into Siri.
yeah. Exactly. When it comes in, it's like the the touch test, for die cast, and then the paint, and then you do comparisons of what it looks like on the cartoon, and what does it look like on the cartoon and thing. And that's really cool. I really like that. It's very, very nice.
Yeah, I guess there's a bunch of us that like the hybrid model of Masterpiece toys, right? Like they want a modern look and they want a cartoon look. And then there's another bunch of fans that just love that hyper cartoon accuracy. I guess I'm one of those people that going through the hyper cartoon accuracy, because I like G1 toys, but it was a bunch of bricks, you know. So nothing wrong with that. I mean, it does rekindle some of the childhood memories. But like when I saw Hot Rod reissue on the shelves, it's like, oh man, I really need to get those. I really want to get that, you know, because I never got a Hot Rod G1 before as a kid, because they would sell out. I got Rodimus Prime, but Rodimus Prime was trash. But Hot Rod, you know, I never got Hot Rod. But I don't want to get down to that rabbit hole. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, oh, if I get, I will get Optimus Prime. I'll get Starscream, and then I'll have another whole bunch of collection that got no space to put things in. Yeah. So.
Oh, it's understandable. Yeah, I understand that. So you know, there's the Winter Wonderfest is going on today, this weekend.
Yeah.
Have you been able to look at some stuff, and what do you think so far?
Man, that Bumblebee is great, man. From the front, you know, I don't know why. Takara and making the bots look great from the front, but from the front, it's amazing. The head's big. I've always like wondered why couldn't they make the heads bigger like the cartoons, right? Because I know it's a bit oversized, right? But it's like nice big head and a smaller body and like nice long legs. It's like the anime style, right? So yeah, it's from the front. It looks amazing. Then, but the back, they've improved the backpack a little bit. You know, you got that little spare tire, the back, I think, yeah. And then the feet, though, the feet is a bit of a kibble on the feet.
Yeah, there is. It looks like they shoved a lot of stuff in there on the bottom of the feet and in the back too. A lot of people are making jokes and everything about the backpack and the feet, but I think it looks fine. I think it looks fine.
Yeah, man, the articulation. Oh, butterfly joints. I bet, and then the way they design the head is like it's nothing really down here. So I bet you could move the head like in all directions.
Hope so.
Yeah.
Hope so. I'm really digging the articulation and everything. And then we saw Hound, which he's coming out, and Black Arachnia. Are you into Beast Wars at all?
No, not really. I kind of grew up when Beast Wars came on, and the CGI wasn't that great. I mean, I think that if they redid Beast Wars today and the new improved the CGI model, I would like it. But I just couldn't get over the CGI back then, you know.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I think if they redid Beast Wars, I think it'd be really good. I mean, I think with what they do nowadays, I think it would make it.
Yeah, with the quality of cartoons they have these days, oh my god, the colors are so vibrant. I was just watching Cyberverse, you know. It's like cool. It's pretty cool thing. It's like 10 minutes long, and it's like they show a bit of Grimlock, Wheeljang, you know, all those characters. It's just not from a small crew, but they try to expand just a little bit sometimes. It's really good. Yeah. I mean,
are you into the Siege line? Are you into the mainline stuff? Any of that?
Oh man, I try not to, man. I did buy Combiner Wars, right? I bought Superion and then Menasor, and then it's like, oh, I can't go down to this line. That's why I sold it off. Yeah. The Siege line looks amazing. Oh wow. It's like Sideswipe. It's like it looks like the MP12. You know, a bit of changes here and there, but dude, that is amazing. I would have if I wasn't collecting MPs. Yeah, I'll get into the Siege line definitely.
They've gone up in I think better quality and better articulation, everything in paint, and all that stuff. They've shrunk a little bit, but overall the Siege line so far has been really great. And what I've seen so far, the new stuff, I'm really excited for.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind paying that price. I know people complain about the little price hike. But you gotta pay for that. You want the plastics to be filled up. You want some paint jobs. And you want more articulation. You gotta pay for that. And I don't see that the price hike is that big. If compare that to the recent MP44 price hikes. Yeah. So.
Exactly. You gotta pay for what you want and everything. So, all right. So another question is, if you own a company, and what would be your first release? And what scale would you put that in?
If I own a third-party company, I will try to do something like perhaps Flames Toys, but G1 style. I think there's a the shift from Takara to go to hyper cartoon accuracy has created a lot of voids in the line, and so I will try to do like what Flames Toys are doing. Go by the official license route, but don't make it transformable. But it's G1 and it complements and it's in scale with the Masterpiece toy line. So I can like go and do maybe Sideswipe, for example, or Red Alert. A lot of people want officially licensed Red Alert with the shoulder arm guards and stuff like that, and improve the articulation on that. So yeah, I'll probably go down that route just to complement the Masterpiece toy line.
Okay.
But yeah, it's non-transformable because that's the only way you can overcome the licensing issue.
Yeah. So, are you into the Flames toy stuff? Have you got any of the Flames toys?
No, they're IDW characters. I mean, I don't want to. I mean, I buy the comics and stuff. I haven't really read them. I just have a whole stack of IDW comics, but I haven't read them. But yeah, if they went to D1, oh man, and if it's in scale with a Masterpiece, oof, yeah, I'm going down that route.
Nice, very nice, very nice. Cool. Well, that's good. That big. I think that'd be a good first release. To be honest, that would be good for a Sideswipe or a Red Alert like that in the Flames toys kind of thing. I would definitely be looking for that one. All right, cool. So, if you lost your collection, which I don't want anything bad to happen, if you lost your collection, would you start over? Why or why not would you do that?
If I would start over, yeah, I'll still do Masterpiece, right?
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'll still do Masterpiece. But I'll probably not get everything because I'm getting the feeling that the Masterpiece toy line, they're not going to release the entire. Release. I'm getting, because it's a Masterpiece, right? They're trying to use that as a way to showcase the engineering and sculpting prowess to the entire lower end toy lines, right? So I'll probably get a few characters, and I'll probably like pick and choose like 10 of the best scenes in the franchise, and then I'll just recreate the scenes, and then just buy a few bots to complement and recreate those scenes. That's probably what I'll do. So I won't be doing everything. You know what I mean?
That'd be pretty cool. So you would cherry pick some of the MP lines, and yeah,
it's like the recreate the scene where Optimus comes down from the Ark before he transforms into a truck and crash into everybody in the movie. So I'll probably get one Optimus, one Hound, one Sunstreaker, right? And then we recreate that scene. Okay. Then the dam where Optimus Prime and Megatron is fighting, and meets the eye on the dam. They recreate that scene, and I'll just do that. And that's to showcase the franchise.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a good way to put it. I like that. I like that a lot. So, all right, cool. So, what is something that people would be surprised to know about you that nobody really knows?
It's a good one.
Yeah, sorry.
I think most people might not be aware because I'm in front of the camera, but they might not be aware that I'm physically disabled because of a big bad accident that happened about many years ago. Yeah, over 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's hard to hear that, man. So, I did not know that. So yeah,
I'm real thankful for a second chance in life.
Yeah.
It was a really bad accident, and I was in the ICU for about a month and a half.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a real bad accident, and so, but I'm real thankful to have a second chance in life, to find love and to enjoy people, to get into a hobby. Yeah. So it's real good. It's real good.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad you made it through, man. I really am. Man, I wouldn't, I got to meet you and everything and all that stuff. So that's really, that's awesome, man. I'm sorry that happened. But.
Yeah, it happens,
Yeah.
What can we do? Life is life.
That's true. Okay. Well, okay. So that was a good answer. Good answer. So, and I don't want anything bad to happen to you, like I always say anything. So if you could have one last meal, what would that last meal be?
Oh man. My first instinct is to go chicken fried steak.
Nice.
I mean, I love spicy, but I can do that on my own. But I think the one thing that I really miss is good dry rub barbecue.
Ooh. Mm.
I haven't had
Good
that
choice.
in a long time. Yeah, we can't get good barbecue over here in Asia. So it's no
Really?
good no good tacos. Yeah, I miss that.
Nice.
Like
Well, that's a
real
good
good.
choice.
Yes, low
Okay.
and slow. You know, low and slow
Yeah.
barbecue. Oh,
Oh yeah. Heck yeah, dude. Come on now. Longer the better, man. Got slow cook
yeah.
those things, man. That's good. That's a good choice, man. Nobody said ribs yet, man. Man, I can knock back some good
Yeah,
ribs.
I want to get the meat sweats, man, before you go.
Nice, very nice, dude. That's a good choice. I like that. Cool. So, so you are married, correct? So what does she think of your collection, and what does she think of your reviews? Does she ever watch your reviews or anything?
Uh, no, she listens to me when I do my editing.
Okay.
So I guess she does watch in that sense. I don't think she goes online and watch me specifically, but
Mhm.
she gets to listen to what I say, and she doesn't collect anything. She's not materialistic. I guess it's just like Lisa, right?
Mhm.
Um,
Exactly.
um, yeah, she don't collect much. I did manage to convince her to get one of those. It's those little deformed statues. You
Okay.
know, those mini cute little deformed statues called
Mhm.
Q Pocket, I think. And so she has the Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So it's in my collection room. I have a collection room. Um, I don't display my stuff out there
Uh-huh.
because I don't like it to get into in contact with the sunlight.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
yeah, I fill up the room. It's dark. It's real dark. And I
Yeah.
turn on the artificial lights and stuff like that. So I tend to do that. I have a little dehumidifier, humidity controller, and a temperature controller thing in my room.
Mm.
And so I just keep my toys in there.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Nice.
she's supportive. Yeah, she's quite supportive. She saw my journey when I got started in collecting Transformers, and she was okay with that. It was either that or ride around the racetrack. So she doesn't like that. She doesn't like that. But with toys, I guess she's okay with that.
That's cool. That's good that she supports it and everything. That's awesome. It's always good to hear about that. I've heard stories, where, the wives don't really, support and everything, and that's fine. But it's really good to have somebody that, that really supports your happiness. I guess.
Yeah, yeah. She makes me happy, so that's the most important thing.
That's all that
I
matters,
hope
man.
you make me happy too. Oh, at least I try.
Exactly. All right. So, what if you were on Jeopardy? Let me read that question.
Oh,
My wife proposed this question. I think I asked this last night. So, if you were on Jeopardy, what would you say about your life story, or whatever? At the beginning, what would you say about yourself if you were on Jeopardy?
I don't really watch Jeopardy. So they introduce themselves at the beginning.
Yeah, and they just tell like a little story, a little quirky story about themselves, like where they're from, or what stuff like that. Just a little to get to know them a little better, kind of stuff.
I guess I'll just tell people that uh, I'm a teacher, and I've had the privilege to work in America, in Malaysia, and in China. So that's a real honor to meet all kinds of young people, and just to see them grow and develop, and the different as the different approach that these kids have from all over the world. So it's a real privilege to see all these kids develop and become awesome people, and get a good life, and you know yeah that's I think that's what I'll say about myself.
That would be a good story that you got to teach, in all these different countries and stuff. That'd be awesome. Yeah, I think that'd be a great, or first impression of you and all that stuff. That was a good one. That's a good one. Let's see. Let me see. I already said that question. So here's another. I always ask this question. Transformers been around for 30 plus years and everything. So what would you like to see from the franchise moving ahead, like to keep in another 30 plus years? What would you like to see from them?
Yeah, I saw that you asked people about that question, and it's like
Mhm.
it got me thinking, like, what would I want to see moving forward? I think I have not seen Transformers push that boundary. Augmented reality.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I think that I see the Transformers franchise doing something different for the kids, something different for the adults, and then something different for the movies. You know what I mean? So I feel like they could just unify all these things instead of having three different toy lines for different market segments. They could just have like one big unifying universe,
Mhm.
and you can like have like this. You can tell the story in the cyberverse way, where it's really short and simple,
Mhm.
and you can engage the teenagers and the adults by having a video game based on augmented reality. So you can like buy a toy and then you can like put your phone or iPad on the thing and you can play like a mission, for example. So it'd be like a mission sideswipe, and that mission it kind of connects to the cartoon,
Mhm.
and then you can make a movie out of it to tell a big long story. It's like what Star Wars is doing, right? They have that all these trilogies, and then they
Mhm.
have like little cartoon series to kind of supplement the movies. So kind of like that, I think. And then you use a bit of augmented reality to kind of bring in the toys into the universe. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because they always just do the movies, and then you buy the toys. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I
that's cool.
think, yeah, I think Hasbro has not pushed that boundary yet, or no other franchise has really pushed that boundary. But to unify everything, I don't know.
That'd be cool. I think that'd be cool. And the way you start, you said that, it'd be cool if they could make something that would appeal to kids, adults and collectors and all that stuff. I think that'd be pretty cool to
Yeah,
appeal
and you
to.
have slightly different storylines. Like for the adults, you can have a deeper, darker storyline. More mature storyline. But
Hmm.
you use the same characters, so the kids and the adults can kind of like talk to each other, right?
Hmm.
So parents can talk to the kids, and they can have that conversation without going,
Yeah.
PG-13, for example. But then they can get to enjoy, the darker side of Transformers that you can see in the IDW world or something like
Yeah. Cool. So where would you like, and to go off on that kind of thing, would you, if they started over, like they did start from scratch and they start with new characters, like no more Optimus Prime, no more Starscream, all that stuff, they start with whole new characters, still the same concept of good versus evil. Would you be interested in something like that?
that. I don't know because hmm, like I like Transformers Prime, the series.
Hmm.
That was really good. I didn't really enjoy the movies. Um, um, I didn't really enjoy Beast Wars. I watched a bit here and there. I couldn't get over the CGI. I don't know. I mean, because if you look at Transformers Prime, there's still Optimus Prime, right? And he still has that color scheme, the windshield for the
Hmm.
breastplate, and he still has those red arms, red torso, blue legs. Um, I don't know if I would be able to buy into a whole new concept. Uh, I, I don't think you need to spoil anything if it's unbroken and if it sells. I don't know. That's just my opinion. If it's not broken, you can have a deeper story for Optimus Prime. You can have a deeper story for Bumblebee. You know,
Yeah.
you can really develop those characters, and there's like 200 also more characters in the Transformers lore. You can definitely develop, and I think I would be more interested to see other characters other than the big four characters that we always see.
Yeah. So you would like to expand it? Yeah. It's more characters like I think they brought in a Windblade, some other. There's some new characters they try to introduce and everything. Well, that's a good idea. That's a great idea to go on. Still work with the core cast, but actually bring in more characters. instead of the
Yeah. Like RC, we don't really hear RC. What happened between season 2 and the movie?
Mhm.
Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting. I don't know.
Cool. All right, that's cool. That's a good answer. Good answer. So, with your reviews, do you have anything coming up? I mean, what are you, doing for the future of your reviews and everything?
Uh, Nothing much. I'll be excited to see what happens when I hit 1,000. Because I read that there's more options available once you hit 1,000. Like I can do posts, I think, on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it kind of opens up a little bit to you. Hmm.
So yeah, I'll be able to engage the audience a little bit more. I'll be excited about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll still be doing reviews. I will try to. I've been dying to try to like show people around Hong Kong, and if they do visit Hong Kong, like where can they go find Transformers toys and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Maybe I'll do, walk along.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
I would love to see that.
yeah. I got a NP44 pre-ordered in Hong Kong, so I
Hmm.
do hope that I can get some good shots, and if I feel like I'm satisfied and I can share that with the world, I'll do that. It's like, you can come over here, you can buy this, you can come over there and buy this, what train to take, what cab you can take and stuff like that. Yeah,
Okay.
just walk around. And,
So what? Okay, so what is is there like when you go into stores, do you see a bunch of third-party Transformers? Like, how is Transformer collecting over there different from what the States would be?
I don't know much about collecting Transformers in the States
Mm.
because I didn't buy toys when I was working in the States. But yeah, I mean Hong Kong is quite big on third party. Uh, Not as big as the official. You get your official Gunplas, your Gundams, and
Mhm.
a bit of Transformers. But the Japanese anime is definitely way up there. You got those little statues, the statues of this really sexy girls. There's a lot of those things in Hong Kong. And you get Hot Toys. Oh, the Hot Toys headquarters is in Hong Kong. It's amazing. Oh, yeah. They don't allow videos to be done in there, but you can see the pictures.
Oh,
It's
really?
really, really cool. Yeah, if you go to Hong Kong, you got to go to the Hot Toys base. It's amazing. Um, but there are third-party places where you can buy third-party toys, and there's a shop where you can actually touch third-party toys. You just put it there on the shelf, and then you can pick it up and you can play around with it. And it's like,
Oh,
wow, you can really feel the toy before you decide whether you like it or not. So
well,
yeah, it's really
that's a
cool.
cool option right there. Do you
Yeah,
collect Hot Toys?
definitely.
Do you have any Hot Toys?
No, no, man. I
That's
no
a rabbit hole.
rabbit hole, man.
Yeah.
Like that's the criteria I test for myself. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, I don't know, Star Wars. I'll be collecting Star Wars like crazy. Oh no, no.
I would do Marvel probably if I got into Hot Toys, which I'm not going to probably, but I would definitely probably get into Marvel stuff. They got some really nice ones.
You like the the Marvel movie universe, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're into?
Yeah. I'm ready
Yeah,
for Captain Marvel and for in game, enter game, whatever, in games.
yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel. I don't know much about her, but I just got to know her because Marvel Universe is doing her. But yeah, she seems like she has a lot of superpowers.
Yeah. Yeah. She's probably gonna have a big, thing in the next Avengers movie. She's gonna have a big. Uh,
Who do you think will win the battle? Captain Marvel or Superman?
who would win between Captain Marvel and Superman? Huh. Ah. I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know Captain Marvel. Her powers. I know she's very strong. I know she's got a lot of stuff going on. I don't know.
Yeah,
I really don't know. That's a good one. And that's like everybody asks, who would win between the Hulk and Superman. And most people say Superman, but I think the Hulk would win just because I like Marvel. But it would
right.
just be a ongoing battle back and forth, and everything.
True, true. Then I wonder if Hulk is smart enough to pick up kryptonite. You know, like
Yeah, so you don't,
throw it
I
at
don't
him.
know if he's smart enough to do that. Now if he had the professor, kind of the Professor Hulk going on,
Yeah,
um,
exactly.
he might then could do that. But then Superman could could always take the Hulk into space or something. I mean, it's a lot of variables. You sit down
Yeah.
there and talk for hours and hours about, okay, this is the reason why Superman will win. This is the reason why the Hulk will win. Everything. So Patriot Prime's in the chat. He said that Superman would probably win. So probably, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what Captain Marvel's all her powers are. For I know she's very strong and everything.
Yeah,
You know, um, Jedi.
unknown X Men. You know,
Okay.
I like these X Men cartoons.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like that. I've been looking at Legends figures, Marvel Legends figures on X Men. It's like, oh, my wife said, "Are you getting those?" I say, "I'm trying not to."
You get a couple. It'll be all right if you just got a couple. Jedi late for the battle against. Oh well, that's a good name, man. Thank you, dude. Which Optimus do you recommend? Do you recommend? Have you gotten to touch any of like the Magic Square or the TF Element? Or are you getting? I know you got the MP44 on pre-order. So have you got to do any of the other two?
No, I've never touched those. Haven't felt them. I watched like lots of reviewers doing that. Pick for Life and
Hmm.
PM reviews and you. A lot of people do that, and Bobby Scarface, right? Yeah, Bobby
Hmm.
Scarface, he did that too. But I know I never got to touch any of them, so I really can't recommend. But just from the aesthetics point of view, being a cartoon freak and all, from the front, MP44 wins.
Exactly. Okay, yeah. 'Cause I know you told me you got the MP44 already pre-order, so that's cool. I got it.
Yeah,
I got it pre-order too. I got it over there overseas also, so I got it for about 313 or something, 311, something like that, give or take.
well, that's really good. That's a good price.
Yep.
Mine is about 307 after
Okay.
conversion.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So let me ask you, if anybody got a question in the chat, I'm going to ask you one more question. Where do you see, well, let me ask you two. Why Windcharger? Why are you called Windcharger? Why did you choose that name for your channel?
Yeah, I have another nickname, and uh, it was kamikaze. The Japanese.
Hmm.
Yeah, it means divine wind. So it's like, okay, what's the closest name to the divine wind in
Oh,
the universe? So it's like, okay, wind charges. So why not? I know he died, but
it's fine.
it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, that's cool. That's a good choice. Good choice, man. Good choice. So my second question is why? And Jedi said, thank you very much for what you said. Um, why? Where do you see Windcharger reviews in 5 years?
Whoa. Well, if I don't know if the MP line continues on, then I'll continue doing MP toys. But I don't know. I might dabble into electronics.
Okay.
Like doing electronics. I did one for a gimbal, right?
Hmm.
It got a lot of positive reviews and a lot of views, and I put some links on Amazon.
Hmm.
The FBA links, and I got some cash from that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it's like, hey, there's some money coming in from there. With Transformers, I don't get no money, not a single cent.
I don't get much at all. I mean, it's very. I'm over 1,000 subs, but I don't. I couldn't make a living off of YouTube at all. So, but I just do it for fun, and I know you do it for fun because you're still having a good time
Yeah,
because you're still doing it.
I don't feel like I don't feel like there's a need for me to turn on the ads. So I probably wouldn't join the YouTube partner program. But I don't know because I know that once you join the program, they unlock a lot of features, right?
Hmm.
But I don't know what's going to happen once I pass that threshold. But I'll still be doing reviews. I probably, I love that the kamikaze transformation challenge that I do. Like I transform the robot without any instructions for the very first time. I do
Hmm.
it live. I enjoy that process of trying to figure things out. So I enjoy that. Probably, I don't know. I don't know what else I can do. I have ideas, to try to condense the review format because people don't really watch for more than 5 minutes on a review. So I gotta figure out how to put it down to 5 minutes or so. I don't know. It's gonna be quite challenging.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I watch your kamikaze ones and everything, and they're really really interesting. Like I don't know if, on some of the third party ones, I don't know if I would try to risk that. But it's cool that
I've had stuff broke on me, like the X-Men boss cracker, the
Yeah, yeah,
side mirrors just, oh crap.
yeah. I saw you
Yeah,
break
but they're
uh,
really good.
the MMC, the Zelia. You broke the little
Yeah.
pin on
Oh
them.
man.
So yeah, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it happens. It happens. I luckily
My
you.
fault.
So and Patriot said he likes editing his reviews. I like editing my reviews. It's more time consuming than shooting them actually, I think. But you get to learn a lot, and I still could learn. There's so much I could do with editing, but I don't do it. But there's so much I could do. I may start watching some YouTube videos on editing, some make them a little better or something.
Yeah, I'm not real good at editing, but I enjoy it. It's really tedious. I do enjoy like the what you call it, the cartoon throwback series that I do. I put like
Mhm.
I edit out the cartoon characters
Mhm.
and put the toy characters in. I enjoy that process. It's real tedious. I'm not as good as like the folks out there like uh, Taylor's, is it Taylor's 76 or
Mhm.
Mike King. They do real good job on putting the toys into the cartoon backgrounds.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I love those. So I enjoy doing those things.
One more question. I'm sorry. I thought of one. I thought of one right before we got. What do you offer any new people doing reviews? I mean, what would you tell those guys or girls? Um, you know how to what would you expect to do when you reviews and what yeah, just what would you do with your reviews? What would you give advice to new people?
Uh, I guess the AVL concept in YouTube reviews. The audio's got to be good enough. The video quality's got to be good enough, and the lighting, especially the lighting. Because it's it's it, it it's real distracting if you don't have good lighting and you should see a lot of I guess shadows, or the video quality is not good, or the video, the toy is not in focus in the frame, you know, and the audio. When I first did my YouTube thing before this channel, I didn't have an audio. I didn't have a proper lapel mic, and
Okay.
so a lot of echoing, and I got a lot of complaints from a lot of people. Like, you got to get yourself a better mic, or got to improve the audio quality.
Mhm.
And the lighting wasn't that good too. So when I rebooted myself in this new channel, I tried to put that into focus. Get those things right. And then it's about finding your voice, right? I mean, you got your voice.
Mhm.
Your face to face. You put your transformers. You go like, "Hey, it's my transformers." You got a floor time. I really love your floor time, and I always look forward to your floor time. So everyone's got their little voice, right? I mean, I think a lot of people just don't really watch the toys for the toys itself, but they also watch out for the personality. So you just gotta be able to find that personality and have that personality. You got people that are real good in talking, like Bobby Skullface. Then you got those nice and slow, like you and me. You know what I mean?
You got to find your
So,
niche. You got to
yeah,
find.
yeah,
You can't, because there is a lot of Transformer reviewers. So you have to stand out, you know.
yeah. Patriot Prime is also really good at that. Like he
Hmm.
talks real well. He articulates really well.
Yep.
I don't find myself real good in that section. So I always edit a lot of editing in my videos because I can't really have a continuous thought. My continuous thought process is not as fluent as Bobby Skullface or Patrick Prime. You
Yeah.
know, so
Oh, mine not either. I'll start rambling. I mean, I cut out a lot of stuff, man, because I'll just sit there and just start rambling. And one of my problems is I repeat a lot of stuff saying throughout. I'll repeat stuff on the review and everything, and I catch myself, and I try to cut out most of it, but I just keep repeating myself. I don't know why.
Me too, man. Me too. Yeah.
No.
And I tried to write scripts, right? I tried to write scripts, and then I tried to follow the script, but it didn't sound natural, man. You know, so, I don't know. So I really admire actors and actresses. You know, they can sound real, authentic, and yet follow a script. That's amazing.
Exactly. Cool. All right. Well, Patriot said thank you. He said years of yelling at people all the time, so that's why he. So, but anyways, thank you so much. I had a wonderful time. If you want to promote yourself, I'm gonna put your link to your channel in this in my description and everything. But if you want to promote yourself to where you're at, you can do that right now if you want to.
Yeah, you guys, thanks a lot again, Deluxe, for having me on. It's a real honor and a real privilege to be on here. You can find me at www.youtube.com/ I guess Windcharger, and one word. And then I'm on the Facebook groups. I'm on the YouTube community on Facebook, the Masterpiece Addicts. I'm on the Masterpiece Collectors group, a third-party group, and Third Party Unlimited. You know, a lot of these groups. Yeah, so I'm a lot of all of these Transformers groups, and so yeah, you can find me there. Ben is my name.
Cool. Yeah. Well, once again, thank you so much for coming on. Like I said, it was an honor to have you on. I appreciate it. You are welcome on anytime you want to. I know there's a big time difference and everything because it's already Sunday over there. So, you know, but anytime you want to come on, I would be happy to have you back on, man. It was a joy to have you on, man. Thank you.
Thank you, Deluxe, and have a great one.
All right. And I want to say thank y'all for everybody coming in and watch, and people that are going to watch it hopefully later on. Go down and hit that little like button. It helps the channel out. Go down there and sub if you would like to. And I guess, you know, like I said, I always tell everybody, if you want to get on here, just hit me up anytime. Slide on my DMs and say, hey, I'd like to get on. I was like, and I will work a time around that, and I'll get you on. We can do some around 30 minutes, I guess. All right. Well, I guess I'll see you on the next around 30 minutes. And as always, Hell Hasbro, and good night, folks.
Good night.
Yay.